Hey guys, so I'm done course 2. Hey guys, so today I am 10 times more excited because I passed my exam. So I did course 2 exam yesterday. It was April 28th, and it's just such a big relief to be over and done with course 2. So I booked my course 2 exam April 20th when all of the virtual exams were first released, and boy, that's actually, I have another video of that, so that kind of gives you my experience. But right at midnight, I swear, like hundreds of people were online trying to book their exam at the same time. And normally to book an exam on the Humber website, it takes you maybe 5 minutes. This process, I didn't sleep that night actually. It took me at least an hour just to pay for the exam, and then there are so many glitches and errors going on. I said I'm gonna stay up for another hour to see if I'm able to book the time slot, because I know everybody's booking at the same time. So to keep me up, I started making another video and editing it. The video called How to Book the Virtual Exam. I'll include the link below. So I was editing that literally the whole night and morning to the next day, and then I posted it the next day. But yeah, it was quite daunting. So I had booked my exam on April 20th, and then I paid for my exam on April 20th, and then I think it was 2 days later, I was calling Humber, I was emailing them saying I'm trying to book in the time slot to secure my exam, but I'm having this issue. So about the next day I had no energy. So it was 2 days later. Someone had actually commented on my last YouTube video saying, hey, they fixed the glitch, it's open. They just booked their exam. And I'm like, what? And I went and I booked my exam, and I was so relieved. I'm like, okay, I at least booked it. Hopefully it stays for this date and time, because this was actually my 5th time booking this exam for course 2. It was originally like March 18th or something like that. And then that's when the whole COVID quarantine just started, so it was canceled. I then booked another day, it was canceled. Mohawk College was closed. Humber campus in Etobicoke was closed. I was so desperate to write this exam. I was looking in every other city. I said, I will drive. Just tell me where, tell me when, I will drive and do this test. The next one was in, I can't even remember the city. I think it's LaSalle or something like that. I booked it. It was a 5-hour drive from Hamilton up to wherever it is. I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a road trip and I'll book the exam. Then I booked it and I'm like, okay. And then it was like 2 days before the exam, and then the school emailed me that they're closed and that they're not able to do the exam. And I'm like, oh. So then there was one last city open. It was, I believe it was Sudbury, which is about a 3-hour drive for me. And I'm like, even better, I'll do it. Booked it. 2 days later, they emailed back saying, sorry, because of the quarantine, the schools are closed and they're not able to do the exam. I'm like, now there's no hope. So at that point, I was just waiting, and it was so hard for me to study, not having a date in mind. So there was no date, so really I wasn't studying. A good 2 weeks, 3 weeks, wasn't studying, just doing other stuff. So, ProctorTrack. Some things they don't tell you ahead of time. So with my whole onboarding, it was just using my MacBook, my laptop. It didn't require me to use the phone or the app or anything. So I signed into the account, I clicked on the onboarding to start the thing, and it tells you a bunch of information to read. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't move, you can't breathe, like all these other things you can't do. And then it has to do a facial recognition. So I'm here with my laptop. I leave the laptop on the table. I'm trying to get my face to scan. It's not scanning. Like 5 minutes go by. I had to call my husband to come in and help me and say, babe, like, what is this? What am I doing wrong? And then we're getting the laptop and we're holding it like this, and he's holding the laptop. I'm using my phone light to give light to see if that helps. We're going in front of the window, like, I don't know why, but it was just so complicated. But eventually we got that done, and then it had 10 practice questions. And the questions were like, I don't know, like, are you allowed to drink? I don't know. Are you allowed to use headphones? No. Do you agree to this? Whatever. Just 10 simple questions about the rules. Nothing you have to study for. That was that. Okay, so with the actual exam, I came 30 minutes early, like they said in their website description, as well as in Humber's frequently asked questions, and it was a waste of time. I'm like, okay, maybe it'll just be 10 minutes. No. It didn't let me click on the test until it was exactly 1 p.m. So 1 p.m. I get into it, I'm nervous, and I'm like, am I even gonna have time to do the identification process and still have time to do the full exam? It's only 3 hours. Well, it is. It's 3 hours. But with all the technical issues, people have taken like 1, 2, 3, up to 5 hours of technical issues before their exam even started. So I'm like, please, Lord, I need you now. Sorry, I forgot to mention this before, but you do have to download. When you're on the website, they'll tell you everything to do, so you won't be lost. But from the website, you have to download the ProctorTrack app onto your computer. So you need the ProctorTrack website, the ProctorTrack app on your computer, and then you also need the app downloaded on your phone. So those are the 3 softwares that you'll need to complete the exam. So during the exam, I signed into the website, clicked on my thing at the 1 o'clock. It then told me to open the ProctorTrack app. So that came up. Luckily, I didn't have to delete and reinstall it or anything during my exam, so that went smooth. And then you go through all the readings, you agree to their terms and conditions, you do a facial scan. I did the facial scan, I did the ID. So part of what the app does, it will scan your computer to see if any other apps are open. So at the time it had told me you have QuickBooks app, you have QuickTime app open. Please close these other applications. Word document was open. So I had to close all of those before I could proceed. Once you sign in, a little chat automatically comes up and someone's there to help you. And they said, please continue with the onboarding instructions. So I used my phone and it says you have 20 seconds. Please take a room scan of your room. So I used to use my phone, had to do a room scan. And by the way, this is where I did the exam, in my bedroom. So I had to do a room scan, and then I went to next, and then it says, please take 10 seconds and scan your desk, the front and back. So they want to see your whole work area, and then I did that. And then some other things I didn't think about is the laptop, it has to be plugged in to the charger so it doesn't die, and your phone. So you use your phone as a second video camera, and that also has to be plugged in because this app will drain your battery fast. So make sure you have your phone plugged in, and you have to have some kind of a phone stand or a candle or something to prop your phone up against, because while you're on the desk writing the exam, your phone has to be able to see you, because they're going to use that as another method to make sure that you're not cheating. So it has to see you from the top of your head down to like where the table is, to make sure you're not grabbing anything or typing anything on the keyboard or doing anything like that. So be prepared for that. And so yeah, that's pretty much it in the beginning. So I did my exam. So the whole verification onboarding process during my actual exam, that took 15 minutes. And then from the ProctorTrack website, it'll allow you to go to the Humber website and you'll sign in. So I signed into the learning portal on Humber, clicked on the exam, and then started the exam. So luckily, when I started the exam, the timer, it still gave me the full 3 hours, even though I started 15 minutes after my time. So that was great. And then I did the exam. It's 3 hours long, 115 multiple choice questions. So distractions.